Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Dishon Isaac about Love in the Jungle, which is available now on Discovery Plus. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I mean, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory in the title, right? Love in the Jungle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I always wanted to ask, anytime I talk to people that are, you know, contestants on reality shows and reality TV, I mean, what was the interest or knowledge of reality TV before stepping on this show specifically?
So honestly, I wasn't too into reality TV like previously. Like I watched Jersey Shore back in the day, but like then like nothing really crazy. But someone reached out to me on LinkedIn and brought me the opportunity, and I was like, "Yo, this looks super interesting. So why not?"
Is it a cool kind of opportunity where, you know, like competition show or like love and couples, that's been around forever, but now here it's kind of being thrown in, you know, you're being thrown in the jungle basically. So there's kind of like a concept. Was that something that appealed to you as well? Was it just kind of one of these dating shows, but it had kind of like a gimmick, like it had kind of a premise, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the animal aspect of it definitely pulled me in because there's nothing out there like this so far.
It's so crazy. What is you said, you know, premiere on the 8th? I mean, it's been a week. What's the reception been like? What have your family and friends said? What's that been like for you now that it's finally out?
Yeah, so everyone that has watched it so far says they're hooked. They think it's hilarious. Like it's just a bunch of singles like acting super goofy and just having a good time, and it works, man.
Was there like any, like you it's official, right? You're going to be joining Love in the Jungle Discovery Plus, right? Goals or like mindset? Did you kind of keep it open for whatever to happen? Did you have any goals in mind about what you want to accomplish going on this show? Like, what was the mindset like when you were kind of going on the show specifically?
Yeah, great question. For me personally, I went into it with a completely open mind. I didn't have any expectations. I did, however, like want to like build genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
So that was like my primary focus with the thing and just kind of see what happens. I was totally open to whatever came of it.
It's so funny. I've interviewed people on like shows like dating shows and everything, and I'm like, what was like the goal and everything? And they're like, I wanted to find love, and I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, that is the point. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. But I mean, like I said, I was open to whatever happened.
Well, I feel like they're so big now. Everyone watches them. I mean, you know, when you got this opportunity, were you kind of prepared for, you know, I'm going to be on a reality show. They're in the public eye a lot. Discovery Plus has been pumping out amazing reality shows lately. Was that kind of something on your mind too about how this is going to get disseminated into the world, and knowing that the reality TV fans are so massive? Like, were you prepared for a big spike in a lot of things?
I don't think anyone's really prepared for it, but I definitely went into it with like the mindset that I'm putting myself out there and other opportunities could definitely come from this.
Have you had an opportunity, like if I tell you what is Love in the Jungle about, have you been able to kind of figure out the elevator pitch of like what it is? Because it's like one of those things where it might be hard to explain in more than 3 sentences. What is, like, for the people that haven't checked it out, what can you say very quickly about what Love in the Jungle is on Discovery Plus?
Yeah, so Love in the Jungle is a one-of-a-kind dating show where basically everyone's assigned an animal. And the whole premise of it is, can you find love using animal mating rituals? And like, no, we're in the jungle for 3 weeks in Colombia, no phones, no, just people. And we don't have the ability to communicate. So you have to figure out new ways to like basically build connections with people.
Interesting. I feel like... So, like, when you were talking to, you know, the creators of the show, people involved with the show, other contestants after the show or anything, I mean, were you all in unison that this was kind of a unique concept and that's kind of what drew you towards this project a little bit? Because it wasn't just like your average dating show?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I think that's what drew everyone to this. Was like, look, it's totally out of the comfort zone. It's totally out of the ordinary. So, like, we're open-minded. Let's see what happens. Let's have some fun.
Is it cool that, you know, you're on a reality show that's going to be on Discovery Plus? Like when I said, they have been pumping out some really amazing content in that reality kind of genre. What's that been like for you?
Dude, it's been so surreal. It's been crazy. We had billboards pop up in like LA, Times Square. It's all surreal. I'm still like trying to process it. Every day it's like, oh snap, like something else new popped up. So yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty fresh because I feel like the answer to your question now will be different if we do an interview like 5 months from now. But you know, you wrap this show, it's out there, it's over, like you filmed it and it's out and you're just living your life again. Do you want to do another one? Do you want to do another reality show?
I'm totally open to it. It's gotta be the right.
You say that now, but what if, like, maybe like I feel like that's the type of question. Like, what would that answer be 5 months from now?
Yeah, no, like I've always wanted to do like a travel show, like so something like that. I'm totally open to. I mean, like I said, bring me the pitches and let me filter through them and see what the best option is.
Were you or any of the cast like, you know, getting interested in, like, you're doing your thing and you're obviously in the zone and everything, but like there's cameras around and like boom crews and with the big things and everything. Were there any, like, did you ever have questions like, hey, like, what's going on here? Like, I'm just curious. Like, did you guys ever talk to like the camera crews a lot about like the shots or anything? Like, what was that like?
Oh, for sure. Like every opportunity I got, I was trying to pick whoever's brain I was next to, but like we couldn't really talk on set. So like every couple of minutes they were like, shut up, shut up. So I was like, okay. And then just kind of like speak little bits here and there.
What kind of camera is that? Shut up.
Pretty much.
That would literally, I'm a tech guy, right? So like I love like a lot of technology and a lot of cameras and stuff. I would just kind of just be mesmerized. I'd just be like,
oh, yeah,
that's a, yeah, I know. The scenery obviously is going to be something that's going to drive viewers. You agree with that as well?
Absolutely. We were in Colombia in the jungle. Like it was beautiful.
Love in the jungle. Again, it's
literally.
I love how it's like in the title. There's not much more we have to say.
Exactly.
When people get a chance to see it, what are you hoping they get out of it takeaway wise? I feel like because of the concept and everything, Dishon, there's going to be different kind of takeaways for different people. But what do you hope they get from it?
I hope people like get an open mind from it. I just hope that like, okay, maybe if you tried the dating apps and that's not working, like, hey, maybe try something totally different. Put yourself out there, see what happens. It may work for you.
Absolutely. And now you're just kind of taking it day by day and everything in terms of next steps for Dishon Isaac. I mean, is it just kind of just taking it day by day, taking it all in and just going with the flow essentially?
Pretty much. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, I guess, in the works, but yeah, I'm just kind of taking it step by step.
I feel like that's like the only thing you can do basically.
Pretty much. It really is. Like if you try to focus on like controlling things outside of your control, you'll drive yourself crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Dishon, this was great. Thank you so much for coming on Popternative. It was great chatting with you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So they could it premiered on Discovery Plus, Love in the Jungle. They could check that out. They can follow you on Instagram, right? There's an Instagram account they can check you out at.
Absolutely. It's I am Dish. IAMDISH.
Amazing. It's Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You're going to be able to catch Dishon Isaac and Love in the Jungle, which is streaming now on Discovery Plus. Till next time, it's Dishon and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.